Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode of American Centennial. I'm your host Mike. Today we're going to be exploring the wacky and weird world of He-Man knockoffs and bootlegs. And I'll tell you what, there was a ton of them. Now He-Man was my absolute favorite. It wasn't my absolute favorite of all time, but it was my first action figure that I went crazy for. I think it's because my dad was a bodybuilder and I thought he was so cool because he was huge. I had a 6'4", and he was, he competed. He took me to Conan when I was a kid and Rambo movies and all these, muscle men movies. And I thought the figures were cool, So check them out. Now these are the actual He-Man figures, this is a replica of what I played with as a child. That's He-Man. Here was his arch enemy Skeletor. Now these are actually authentic, real vintage, a real deal. That's Teela. I think it was He-Man's cousin or Prince Adam, and then there was Evil Lyn, and that was Skeletor's woman, or whatever you want to call it. Today's drink is going to be strawberry Starburst, the zero sugar stuff. Check out this glass. It's a nice glass, isn't it? Nothing to do with figures, but just let you know, this is a nice drink I like to have sometimes. Pretty good. If you like Starburst, it tastes just like it. Okay, let's get to these figures I got on. First, we come across Infaceables. Check out these things. As you can see, the faces, this is not what Infaceables actually look like, because there's like a layer of skin over the face of these, okay? It wasn't skin, it was plastic, I'm sorry. And then it would fill up like a jelly, like air. And if you did something to it, I think you had to do this, and it pumped it. Isn't that what you had to do? Boy, it's been so long, I was a kid when that happened. And what it did was there was like a mold, and that would press up against it, so it would look like a normal dude, right? But then when you went like this or whatever, I'm pretty sure it was this, sucks the air out. And it would press up against that mold and it would turn nasty. Like this dude ended up looking like a snake. This one looked like a skull. So you get the picture. These were Infaceables. And I remember having some of these. I picked some of these up now. The face rots away on these things. I remember as a kid picking the plastic off its face because that was weird. And I did weird stuff with my figures. And yeah, that was a cool one. I remember him because he was an Egypt guy. And, I would have him fight He-Man and stuff like that. Infaceables. There you go. Check out this next guy. I don't even know what to call these characters. There's some weird looking dudes, man. I looked him up now on Google. I wrote some notes. And the only thing I could find, it was called the Ninja and Samurai Combat Master, an apprentice or something like that. So I assume this is the Combat Master, and this was his apprentice, which, the legs don't even move on these. The arms do, and that's about it. The arms do with the head. See, they're pretty wide back on these guys. Everything looks the same, like they sculpted the same everything, just different heads. They just cover up the heads. They got everything else the same. So it's two figures, different heads. Same. Ninja Samurai Combat Masters. That's them. All these toys have different names, It's so weird. Check this guy out. Now this is called a Galaxy Fighter. I looked it up. The brand said Suco, S-E-W-C-O. I don't know, Galaxy Fighters. And his name was Iguana. You can tell he looks like an iguana. You know, the sculpts. Let's say you want to compare it to a He-Man. This is Skeletor. You know. How about this He-Man? Yeah. See, the He-Man looked a bit bigger. Hey, that's not an authentic old one, you know, it is a remake, but I'm pretty sure they're pretty much the same. Maybe I'm wrong. But, you know, you can still have them fight your He-Man. This is pretty cool. Check out this guy. You're saying, wow, what kind of weird thing is that? Well, this is actually not a knockoff or a bootleg. This is supposed to be an AWA figure of Rick Martel. I looked it up. It's a Remco. AWA, Rick Martel. It's like a, you know, wow. AWA, I got an AWA right now. All right, check out this. Now we're starting to get into some bizarre stuff. Look at this guy. Can you guess what his name is? It has multiple heads, Hydras. This is a Remco 1982 Warrior Beast. The legs move. The arms move. That's about it. There's a lot of detail on these scales. So that's even the lettering on his back. 1982 Remco, New York. DC Comics. 1984. It has 2 dates on it. That's interesting. Does it stand? I'm sure you can fix. There, it stands still. Pretty cool looking figure, you know. I don't know. Check this out. Now this is pretty pathetic. This next guy, guys, you know, I found them. They're in different colors, but these are like wannabe knockoffs called World of Wrestling Warriors. Does that look like Andre the Giant to you? No. They're supposed to be like Andre the Giant God gets. I think, more than anybody, it looks like Larry Fine of the Three Stooges. You know? Maybe I'm wrong. Doesn't look like Andre the Giant in one bit. Check out this guy. Galaxy Warrior. I looked it up. I don't know what this guy is. If he's, I don't, you know, if it's a Galaxy Warrior or a Galaxy Hero. Because it said 2 different ones. Now, the Galaxy Warrior version of this guy, his name is Baltard. B-A-L-T-A-R-D. Baltard. And the Galaxy Hero's name is Thor. He looks more like a Baltard than a Thor to me. I did look up another figure, and you know, when I took his picture on Google, like inspected or investigate what this guy is, there's another figure. It looks just like him almost, but it has like a black, like a burglar type thing, like the Hamburglar used to wear across his eyes. I thought that was interesting. But this is one without it. Baltard. Interesting. This guy is pretty, next guy is pretty badass. A newbie wolf. And this is a Galaxy Fighter from 1985. Yep, that's sweet looking. Ooh. Hey. That was a horrible howl. Hold on. How do you All right, that's enough. I can't get a howl, you know. Woo! Oh, that's better. All right, we're done. Okay, next. Check out this guy. Whoa. This is a combo hero. This guy's name, when I looked him up, is the Evil Blonde. You know, he even has his snazzy vest, the Evil Blonde. Look at the mug on this guy. Kind of has an elven type look to him, you know. Look at that swoop. You know, I think this hairstyle is kind of popular with girls lately, right? Where one side's shaved and the rest is long. I think that's what he's going for, or if it's just all combed over. You know, maybe he just wants to have some sex appeal or something. Anyways, this I think is badass. This is a Galaxy Warrior. In 1987, you know, this dude is called Spikes. And I thought the figure was black. Now it's looking kind of green under the light on him. Like a dark green. I don't know if Spikes is... But it's just a badass looking figure, you know. The dude has on like a Spartan helmet, you know. Can't move his legs. You can move the combo heroes. I mean, legs, evil blonde. Makes him a little bit more, you know, agile. And he's bigger, too. Like that. You can hang with He-Man, you know. But I just think this figure looks cool. It's probably my favorite one of them all, Galaxy Warriors. But if we want to just go on straight humor, this has to be the funniest looking one from Wrestling Champions. Look at this guy. He has the, you know, the weird monk haircut, you know, or whatever when you see those, like a monk statue in people's backyards, you know. I don't know what else to call it when they're bald in the middle and hair around the sides. But he has elf ears too. So, you know, if I would have had this guy fight alongside of the He-Man, he would have definitely been like, and like his legs, the only way to get him, like, he has to have his legs outward, like bow-legged, you know. Because if you try to put him normal, he's like almost kneeling. It's a really jacked up figure, I'll tell you that. This guy, man, he's crusty, and he just looks like a really angry, like, you know, old uncle or dad that's just drinking while he's barbecuing. He's pissed. It's definitely the most pathetic figure I have, probably. I don't know. It's a toss-up. The Larry Fine wannabe and the swooped hairdo is pretty bad too. Next, and finally, is my Wrestlers 2-packs. That's all it says on the box, is Wrestler. You know, I get the Japan feeling because of that thing. They both have belts. I have no idea who that guy's supposed to copy, because look, he has the elf ears, just like this dude. And the legs are shaped like that too. I wonder if the same company made these. But look who that guy is. Now that's a Hogan knockoff, if I've ever seen one. That's a Hulk Hogan knockoff, okay? You got the yellow hair, the headband, mustache. That guy has an eagle on his belt. That one is like a lion or an animal of some kind. So that just tells me that they're not a tag team. They're different kinds of champions. This guy has some lamb chops. I don't know, but he has ears, elf ears. You know, what are you supposed to be, like the honky tonk man? No, I don't know what else it's supposed to be. You can see the back had a lot of wrestlers, knockoff type fellas. I don't see. Oh yeah, that's him. That's probably that guy. You know, they don't give him any name, so I guess you're free to name it yourself. I'm gonna call him Slogan, and that guy. We got Slogan, and I don't know, Elfman. Who knows? We can call him Mike. Yeah, Mike and Slogan. And this, you know, let's call him Dad. This guy's Dad. Whatever. Looks nothing like my dad, but anyways, that's my collection, and I'm going to be putting this collection up on probably Whatnot. On my first Whatnot stream, I'm going to be doing an action figure He-Man knockoff stream. I'll be posting the info. You can check out my eBay store, my Depop store, and check out my Whatnot stream. We're gonna have some fun. Thanks all for watching. Stay tuned. We got a lot coming this way, especially with my toy collection, because there's so much more I want to share. So stay tuned and have a good one.